In the last episode, Stenwick and Toad were reunited in Claw's establishment after our lieutenant talked his way into the Cirrus ranks. Learning of the second raid on the Tyrant's base, Stenwick then departed and climbed onto the roof to inspect the floating mausoleum. In the meantime, Felix met back up with Winry, where he acquired a few swirling potions from the apothecary, as well as a beard full of feathers after testing a vial of the liquid out. After getting back on ground level, Stenwick convinced a tipsy Penelope to head over to Winry's with him to grab some supplies. However, while Ironhammer and Topknot dug into the mysteries of the dark metal, the two humans of the group put their mission on hold after Penelope revealed that he once had a wife that he still thinks about. Back in the tavern, the two pounded their pails of piss until the rest of their group showed up. Getting the drunk New Haven guard into bed, Felix then went back to the bar, where he gave Ironhammer a taste of his new medicine. The cleric promptly took a swig of Winry's Whirly, causing him to shoot a fireball out of his mouth directly at Claude. Trying not to cause any more trouble, the hill dwarfs cleaned the bar owner up and went to bed, leaving Penelope alone with an illegible note. With Topknot's help and persistence, Penelope learned that the note was a supply list left by Stenwick before being kicked out by the Tinkerer. Sleeping off his drink, Stenwick woke up early to help Toad clean up before heading to the barracks for his meeting. There, he heard from Bromnus himself that Cirrus is closing the portal hub indefinitely until they are no longer in danger of an astral threat. After seeing that the portals are already being guarded, he is now heading back to his group, who are all currently standing together in Winry's shop, except for Penelope, who is alone in the second floor storage room after trying to scry for his lost son, Sterling. Welcome back to Retrograde, a D&D campaign by Fudge Droll. I'm Derek Day, and joining me is Andrew Akers.
Hello.
Ty Sheets. Ian Jones.
Hi.
And Jesse Wagner.
Howdy, howdy.
So, picking back up exactly where we left off last time. Stenwick, you are rushing back from the portal hub, and the rest of you are inside Winry's. Felix, you have just received your weasel bag of holding, and you can start to collect your chunky berry potions and their vials.
Okay, how many of those do I have?
You will get 15 of them.
15?
Breast milk doesn't contain enough zinc or iron.
God,
And a zinc deficiency will kill you.
He's been reading this for like 20 minutes. You know what? That article that I linked said that you're wrong.
Yeah, mate, I definitely trust livescience.com.
But it says it's science in the title.
This seems like something that was written by white people with dreads.
Listen, I'm just... You know what, Ian? I'm just stupid, okay?
For anybody listening...
Well, you said it, not us.
For anybody listening...
How many questions did you say, Andrew?
Media literacy is really important, Andrew. You should learn to vet your sources better.
Listen, Tucker Carlson said that I could drink nothing but breast milk.
Look, this is the breakdown of everything you get from breast milk.
Stop. Oh my fucking God.
Why, how did you get nutrition facts on breast milk?
How many carbs? Yo. How many carbs are in titty milk?
I didn't say. Probably not enough. Probably carbs. Probably none.
That's got to be...
I need to know, because carbs are the important thing for me. I don't want to have a blood sugar spike from my titty milk.
225 grams.
Is that your new diabetic diet?
225 grams of carbs. And how much titty milk?
For how much?
Well, you don't say. You just said recommended daily allowance. Is that RDA?
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to get 2,000 calories, though, you need to drink like 3 liters of breast milk.
Yeah, I'm allowed to have
I basically drink that much in regular milk every day.
90 carbs a day.
Yeah, but how much like breast milk do you think a single woman produces in a day, Andrew?
I'm saying no. This wouldn't be a single. It'd be like one of those factory farms.
There's 17. There's 17 grams.
Disgusting. I'm shutting you down.
No.
These nutrition facts have to be dependent on the woman, right?
I mean, I'm sure that's like an average.
Anyway, guys.
And it has been shown
Ian has
that
a
men sometimes
certain
can.
time.
What do I provide? What does my milk provide?
Also, vitamin B1. There's not a lot of that. That can also be dangerous.
Guys, come on.
You have
We need to
15
focus
chunky
on-
potions. You're the one that
15.
started this.
You started this, you fucking freak.
Yeah, you get 15.
I don't even know. I don't even remember how it happened, but I definitely regret it.
Product placement.
Iron Hammer, is there anything you needed, or were you just hanging out with Felix and Penelope?
Did I ever ask what's your name about the potion? Not the potion, the poison, the acid, the big black acid.
The yellow liquid.
Yeah, I can't remember if I ever asked Winry about that.
No, you didn't.
Did
Okay.
you ever show it to me?
No, only Top Knot and Iron Hammer have seen this.
Well, I'm gonna go find out what it is if I can. I'll show it to you later. But yeah, I do go to Winry's and see if she knows it.
Oh, okay. She's pretty much a couple feet away from you. They just finished. They just finished enchanting the bag. Hello.
I've been breathing over her shoulder the entire time.
I don't think we've met before. I'm Winry.
Hello. I think I'm Iron Hammer.
Very, very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
I don't.
Iron Hammer, you don't sound the same.
I know. It's early, all right?
Is there anything I can do for you? I've just finished up your friend's bag.
I know. I've been watching.
I know, and I've been backing away.
I'm just going to pull out the vial of big black metal liquid and ask her if she knows anything about what this is. And I also tell her, don't put your finger in it.
No, too late. She already tipped it back.
Well,
This is very interesting.
thank you.
This color, okay. You said not to touch it. Why not?
It burns things. It's like an acid.
This doesn't seem like any kind of human-made acid I've seen before.
Well, you can touch it if you want.
I'll take your word for it.
To be fair, I only dropped a rock in it or something like that. So, I don't really know what touching it would do.
Sorry to say, I've never seen anything like this before. Where'd you get it from?
Am I standing right there?
Yeah, you're still there.
Can I do a nature check to see if it's the same yellow liquid that was leaking out of the dick monster babies after we killed them?
Yeah, you can make that roll.
I'll also explain to her that I found it from the big black metal.
Oh. Yeah, a 17 on that.
Interesting. From the metal that crashed here. Strange. I have not. Nobody has come to me with this before. Felix, with a 17, you'll realize. Yes, it is very similar to the blood of those fish, as well as the other creatures that have also produced this kind of yellowish fluid. The astrals.
So the dick monsters and the astrals bleed the same blood?
From what you can tell by the color and the thickness of it, as well as the acidic properties, seems to be.
Okay. I'm going to keep that information in my brain.
Penelope on the second floor. Tommy John will come up behind you in the supply room. Sir, I have your potions as well as the explosives. In total, I think I said about 30 gold.
Am I still in front of the crystal ball, or was that downstairs?
It would still be in front of you in the storage room.
Okay, so I mean, he's thrown up behind me for that. I'm just gonna put the crystal ball onto his little pillow, and then turn around and say, "That's perfect. I appreciate all your help, John, and I'll reach into my sack and pull out 30 gold for him. I think after this, I think I just need to go down and like chat with your mom for a second, and then I'll be on my way. It's good to see you, Tommy John.
Very good to see you too. I'm sorry. What do I call you now?
You can call me Penelope.
Penelope.
Big P if you want.
Big P. Yeah, sure. Tommy John will call you Big P. Well, it was great to see you. I hope to see you again.
Good to see you too. And then I tap my hand on his head, ruffle his hair.
As you exit the supply room, you can cross through the room with the rug, and it will wave a tassel up, just jingle a bit, and you can head back downstairs where Ironhammer, Felix, and Winry are currently inspecting this vial of yellow liquid.
As I approach them, I say, I haven't seen that stuff before. What do you guys have there?
We're not totally sure. Oh yeah, you're looking at show you too. Some fancy acid, maybe.
I'm going to pipe up at this point and say, this is the same liquid that the Astrals and the Dickfish have been leaking. I think it's their blood. I don't know how it got in, like, Ironhammer. You said this came from the metal?
From a little air pocket inside.
I don't know how it got inside the metal unless, like, the metal is the Astral's babies, but... and I don't know how it's related to the Dickfish, but
Maybe it's
it all
fish babies.
it all shares the same properties. It's yellow and it's acidic. It also shares the properties of lemon juice, but
Shit.
It's very
I wonder
true.
if we can use it to clean our armor.
It's just rotten lemon juice.
Really rotten lemon juice.
Is there anything else I could do for the three of you?
Should we turn this acid into like a bomb or something? Or should we just keep it for now?
I think we should probably hold on to it and study the properties.
Bad idea, probably right.
Because I really am starting not. Stenwick's not around, right?
No, he's back at the bar.
He's waiting.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm really starting to not trust that DuPont and anyone from
Right.
New Haven right now.
I've been telling you the whole time. That's sketchy. Well, Penelope, would you like to take the acid to study it? This is kind of your wheelhouse.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll for anything, Derek?
Yeah, you can give me a nature check.
23.
With a 23.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty quickly after inspecting it, you can tell that it is not magical by itself. However, you can feel in whatever way you control your magic, however that comes about to you, you can feel the sense of your magic being elevated when this vial is in your hands.
Ironhammer, do you mind if I hold on to this and inspect this for a little bit longer? Perhaps back at the tavern?
No, you take it. I'll be liable to drink it by accident.
I'm just going to tuck it away.
Winry will say, there's nothing else I can do for you. I wish you the best, and I hope to see you again. And she gives a little nod towards Felix.
Felix is going to wink and gather all his things up, and I'm going to start transferring all my shit into my weasel bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the funny thing about it is it doesn't get fat or full at all. It just always looks like an empty sack.
I want to test something.
Oh, God.
Does Arthur see the weasel bag of holding? And does he feel sad?
You tell me. How does Arthur feel?
He's a little sad.
Roll me an investigation for Arthur.
Fuck, what's a weasel's investigation? I'm just gonna do a straight D20. I don't feel like pulling up the stats for a weasel. What was it, 2?
His little hat is too big. He can't see.
Yeah.
His cowboy hat keeps drifting over his head, yeah.
Right, that's better. It's better for him that way.
Felix, what was your test?
I want to turn to Penelope, and I'll say, hey, I'm curious about something. Like, the whole reason I made this bag is because I wanted to, make travel a little easier. Can I stick you in the bag as a test?
Is there any large object like around me?
Yeah. Winry actually is, she has a lot of plants, so there's a lot of very large potted plants against the walls.
Any that are my size?
Your height, yeah, definitely.
So rather than me getting into it, why don't we, and Winter, if you're okay with this, why don't we try to put one of the plants in?
Penelope has persuaded me not to use his living form. So I walk over to the biggest plant I can find and try to stuff it in my bag.
Without saying a word to Winry.
No, not a fucking word has been said.
I'll say you can start from the top of the plant.
I figured I would start from the base, but whatever makes your dick hard.
See, it does, but that's what I'm thinking of. Is the pot is going to be bigger than the bag,
right? But in theory, I'm a dwarf, so I'm not going to be able to reach the top of the plant.
You climb it.
I'm gonna pick the plant up and try to stick it in my bag
with the pot and all.
Oh, absolutely. This is where I'm starting.
Okay, in that case, roll me a. I'm going to keep it with a dex.
A dex?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. 3.
Yeah, I mean, picking up the plant and trying to shove it in, you can get like the lip of the bag and get a corner in, but without anybody else's assistance.
Is it enough to assume that as long as it fits in the bag, it's going to fit in the bag?
Yeah. You could assume if you can get something in, it'll go to whatever pocket dimension is created.
Right. As long as I can make the bag fit around it.
Yeah.
It'll
Exactly.
go in.
Yeah.
Okay. That's in the reality of all that I was curious about. But I'm going to set the plant back down without saying a word. I'm going to turn my back and head towards the door. And like right as I open the door, I'm going to yell, "Hey, thanks for everything, Winry," and then let it close behind me.
She doesn't say anything. She just looks at Ironhammer and Penelope. What the fuck was that? Why did he pick my plant up?
Druids have a natural affinity for plant life.
I think I might close up shop early today. I'll see you guys later.
Okay. Bye.
Ironhammer, you can exit first. Penelope, as you go to open the door to leave, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Don't you ever pull that shit again.
Yeah, turn around and is it Winry?
It's Winry.
The stuff with the plant? Yeah, I'll be sure to tell him.
No, you know what I'm talking about. I helped you. I helped you find your group. Don't you ever bring up Carly around them, and especially my son.
Where is Carly now?
That's none of your business.
That's fair. I just want to make sure that she's okay and, you're treating her well, that she's healthy. But I can tell I've overstayed my welcome, so.
She's fine. I'll see you later.
gonna nod my head and then walk out the door.
She will close it behind you. The three of you, are you all heading straight back to the tavern, or is there anywhere else you guys need to go?
I just need to go find Stanley. Give him the stuff.
Okay.
This whole time, Top Knot has been working on the stuff that was given to him by Felix. And then the last thing that he's going to work on after he's able to identify everything and figure out how they work is the glasses, putting that extra lens in. And then I still have that book with that weird writing in it. And I want to see if that writing changes at all, having updated those glasses. And then with the invisibility vest, or belt, I'm sorry, what was it?
Yeah, that was the vest, yeah.
The vest was
What
invisibility.
was the belt?
That was the explosive belt.
Okay. With the invisibility vest, was there a duration on that? That I was able to determine how long a thing wearing it can stay invisible for? And also any weaknesses that it might have. Because I'm assuming, since they told me that they got it from astrals, I want to see if there's any way to turn it off remotely. So if they face more astrals, which they will in the future, they can try to turn off their invisibility vest or find a way to identify where they are, even when they're invisible.
Yeah, spending time with this vest, just testing out the mechanism itself, you realize that it can be used once per long rest. And the spell itself, or not spell, but effect lasts for a minute. After hammering at it long enough, you realize the vest is disabled when the wearer is hit by a critical attack.
Does it give off any kind of energy signature or something that could be recognized? Like if it's being looked for specifically?
No.
Okay.
No.
I figured it was a long shot. Okay. And then, yeah, I want to check out the rest of the stuff too, but the glasses are what I'm most interested in.
With the large amount of eye film that Felix gave you the day before, you are able to cut it out piece by piece until you are able to stitch together a thick enough film to fill your glasses. At this point, they are a deep pink color, a tint over the glasses. Overall, your vision doesn't change. I mean, everything's shaded with a light pink hue.
What about when I look at Recyclops? Does that change anything? Like, does my perception of him change? Just out of curiosity. Or my lightning stick, for that matter.
No,
Just I want
neither.
to see if it doesn't react to technology in any way.
Neither one changes now.
Okay. And then I'm going to look at the book that I have and the pamphlet that I picked up at Oscar's. And I have to, move aside a couple copies, manuscripts of 30 Shades of Scarlet in order to get to the actual book.
Grabbing the book that you took from the Tyrant's base, you can flip it open. There are no words on the cover, but on the first page, the text is no longer swirling or illegible. What you can finally read now is recipes of Goldshire.
This is the pamphlet or the book?
This is the book.
It's a fucking cookbook.
Do I recognize that name?
You can roll me a history.
Yeah, heck yeah, I can.
No, you don't. You haven't heard of this at all. This city, town, whatever it could be.
Flipping through the pages, does it appear to be a cookbook?
various recipes.
God fucking damn it.
This is not what I thought that it was. Okay. I'm going to pull out the pamphlet now and take a look at that.
Taking out the pamphlet. Obviously,
Do you have a moment to talk to us about Jesus Christ?
obviously disappointed about the cookbook. You're not expecting anything else. However, this time you can read this pamphlet. What it is an advertisement
For a cookbook.
by the city-state of Cirrus, addressed by Elder Frederick,
Oh shit.
calling for anyone healthy, strong enough, able to become a guard at the Illuminique outpost.
Oh, is it dated?
This would be dated 585.
So it's
Is it-
after our last memory.
Yes.
Does it say why they need the guards?
No. If you could picture like an Uncle Sam poster, like we need you.
Yes,
It's that
gotcha.
kind of stuff.
Wow. This is not at all what I thought that it was, and I'm looking down at my books and all my hard work. I guess I just gotta finish it out of my imagination now. Once I get everything together, and by the time these guys show up, both Stenwick and Topknot are in the bar. Topknot's just pacing quickly back and forth, with Cyclops at his heels.
And at this time, the three of you can walk in as Stanwick is sitting at the bar.
What took you guys so long? It's like we were gone for... I've been here for like an hour.
I shouldn't drink so much, man.
We were handling some things.
Some things.
All right. Well, we have an issue, I think. So I went to that meeting I was telling you guys about. Saw Bromnus speak. They are shutting down the town. I went up to where the portals were, and there's maybe a half dozen or so guards up there.
They're shutting down.
Preventing anyone.
What does shutting down the town mean in the context of Cirrus?
They're not letting anyone in or out.
But
Oh, closing all the doors, I see.
good luck with that.
As if closed doors have ever stopped us before.
Right. Like, we know the guy that made the call. Like, we'll just go talk to him.
Yeah. I mean, we can try. I didn't talk to him there. I've never
That
met
was
him.
a
I figured
fuck
it'd be
up
better
on your
for...
part.
I've never met the guy. I figured maybe it would be better if I brought you back with me.
Well,
you
don't
have
give me your
history with him.
sass.
So, Topknot's gonna say, I finished all the stuff that you wanted me to take a look at, Felix. And I'm gonna start
Awesome.
handing it back and explaining how everything works and
I was
everything.
going to say, what did you learn?
Well, so these buttons here on the vest are what activates it. It will work for approximately 1 minute, and you can use it once per, I guess, day. You have to get a time sleeping in between. And I also found inside these little tubes, they like I was investigating them. There was some yellow stuff that came out, and I'm going to hold up that little vial that I had collected of it. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to run it by Winry sometime and just see what it could be. Maybe she'll have an idea. I don't know.
Are you talking about the yellow liquid?
Oh yeah, yeah, right here. This stuff.
Nah, she doesn't. I already asked. Where did you get that, by the way?
Oh, it came out of the invisibility vest. How do you know about it?
Came out of the big black metal. Oh, by the way, did I ever get this the weapon card for the hammer I made out of that?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Also,
Yes, I do have that.
I did explain that I do know the origin of this liquid, or like a similar liquid to it, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, like, I explained that it's the blood that's been coming out of
Yeah,
both the
Yeah, you mentioned it.
and the dick monsters. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to
you
explain
repeating
all
that?
that to Top Knot.
Oh, well,
Do you remember that big monster that we fought way back in the day when we found Tank 2?
I remember. Stamwick's going to be like the Aboleth, I think. Aboleth?
Dick monster is the
killed that baby.
preferred term.
The preferred nomenclature.
Yeah, I remember. That thing was scary.
Yeah, well, so we found their babies when we were on our way here, and we killed those two.
That's scary.
And the blood that came out of them is the same as that little tubie you got there that came out of the metal boy.
Well,
So I don't know the connection, but there is one.
Well, I'm going to see whatever else I can learn more while you guys are gone. Also, I guess now that I'm working at the library and now that I've been here for a little bit longer, I'm going to see what else I can find out about that strange building floating up in the sky, the mausoleum-looking one. And then hopefully when you guys come back again, I'll be able to have some more info on that. Also, I'm going to hold up the glasses. I found a way to get these to work, finally, and I'm going to hold up the pamphlet in the book. You're never going to guess what these are.
Are they poured?
No, they're not. And that's hours and hours and hours worth of work on my part. That's just, I guess it's not derivative now. I don't know. So this is a cookbook, and this is like an ad from some Elder Frederick guy. And at this point, Stenwick's just going to start nodding because he knows about Elder Frederick. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's dated 585, so it's almost as old as we are.
Is the cookbook dated 585 or?
I'm not sure. I'm going to open up and look for a copyright.
Yeah, just a couple pages after. A couple pages after the title page, it is dated at 65.
65?
65.
Yeah, it's considerably older. It's in the same language, though, or the same. I don't know. Is it in common? When I read it, it's in common.
Yes, yeah. When you read it, you can now read it in common.
Hold on. I'm gonna run back into my room where I have the etchings, the charcoal things.
Yes.
Looking at that, can I read that?
Yeah, these were the signs.
Yes.
Yes. So the signs.
This was mostly Illuminique, I think. And you have the one from.
I would say, can I retcon and give? I don't know if I remember if I gave Top Knot the sign from.
You did not.
Konami Force.
Or not.
Yeah, no.
But I'm going to give it to him.
You can give that to me now.
Or, yeah, I can just give it to him now.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to lay all of it out. Just like on the tables. I'm not even back in my room anymore. I brought it all out into the common area of the tavern.
Top Knot. Looking at the etchings you created back in Illuminique, as well as looking at the sign that Felix took from the Hanami Forest, even without the glasses, you can tell that the inscriptions are the exact same. When you put them on, what both of the signs say is Praetor Infinitus.
And these were the signs from the tree, inside the tree?
This was the sign inside of the cave above the big astral's bed.
Okay.
And the etching was from the throne in Illuminique.
Yeah.
There was some stuff written underneath the dragon sculpture, too. Right? In Illuminique.
There was.
Right. With that one.
Praetor Infinitus.
That etching, when you put on the glasses, It says Illuminique.
Okay. Well, I can read it now, I guess. I still don't know what it means. Praetor Infinitus. Does that mean anything to any of you guys?
Doesn't mean anything to us.
I don't know. Ironhammer, it sounds like religious.
Doesn't mean anything to me. Can I make a religion check?
Yeah, go ahead.
12.
From your learnings, it doesn't really have anything to do with deity, clerical, but based off the I don't know if you'd say the grammar or however it's set up, you can tell by the words whatever astral was closest to this seemed to have been the leader of that tribe.
The big boy.
The big boys. Each had one of those.
Right. Well, not religious. But the big boys are the leaders.
Stenwick is just writing this down in his journal. And then Top Knot's talking again. Does the name Goldshire mean anything to any of you guys? It was the name on the cookbook. Recipes of Goldshire.
Doesn't mean anything to us. Mr. Dungeon Dad.
Sorry?
The three of you, roll me wisdom.
Oh, that's a 22 for me.
I rolled a nat 1.
11.
You were in the forest your whole life, so.
Truth.
You're just too busy playing with your new bag of holding.
He's not even listening.
Throwing stuff in it and pulling it out.
Stenwick, you would not have heard of this before, so I won't make you roll. Penelope. It doesn't really ring a bell for you. However, Ironhammer, hearing the word Goldshire, you disappear into your head again.
Oh, I mean, like literally disappeared.
And you have another memory. Yet again, just walking down the streets of this magnificent gold-plated city. And then you cut back.
It's very on the nose to name a gold-plated city Goldshire.
It is, isn't it?
What do you think came first, the name or the gold?
I feel like it's very arrogant. I feel like it's very arrogant to name your city Goldshire before you played it in gold. It's just like asking for disaster.
Anyway, I don't know. Does that mean anything?
He doesn't ring any bells.
Okay, all right. You were all
I'm not going to bring up. I'm not going to bring up the memory.
Okay.
Anyway, so here's everything. Do you guys want to take the glasses with you, just in case you come across something that you might need to read? I can try to. I have enough of that lens left over. Maybe I can construct a new one or something for my own use. But I don't really see a point in having one with me. You can always bring it back.
Yeah, I'll take them.
All right, yeah, here. And I'm going to hand everything else back as well. Well, I have a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing here, and based on what the guard guy, Stenwick, that he was saying, was, it sounds like you guys, well, it sounds like I'm not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, so you guys might not either, but you should at least try.
We know Bromness. I think we can convince him to let us slide off the roof.
He's our old buddy Bromness.
I saw him near the barracks about an hour ago. If we want to head that way now, we can try to talk to him. And if not him, maybe I can talk to Silver and get us some kind of permission. I mean, the reason they're closing everything down is because the outposts are being attacked. But now would be the perfect time to send reinforcements to those outposts. Maybe they can send us along with whatever they're going to be restocking that place with. It's just an idea.
Right. I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
And
First for you. There's
you guys have, and you guys have solved the astral problem for them twice already, so you have a pretty good track record in your favor.
True.
So, I don't know. It was just an idea. But whatever we're going to do, I don't think time's on our side, so the sooner we get going, the better.
Listen, before we leave, I want to give you, here's all the stuff on the grocery list.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know, I didn't even know if I wanted these things, but I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. You guys ready to go?
Well, did you not want to check out the mausoleum? I remember you saying something about it.
Yeah, you know, that was my biggest thing that I wanted to do while I was here until I spoke to Toad and Penelope, before you and I spoke. And for one, I don't think we should go during the day. I think going during the night, I was going to do it before my meeting. Instead, it just didn't happen. But I'd rather go at nighttime. And I think right now our priority is getting out of the city, and we can always check it out at some later time. And your little friend here said he was going to look into it in the meantime. So
if you guys are, ready to get out of here, you can just kick the door open and head south to the barracks.
Just do it. I do kick the door open.
We're heading towards the barracks, or are we heading towards the...
I thought we were going to Bromness. Bromness is at the barracks.
Bromness is at the
I think we should definitely go talk to Bromness before we just try to strong-arm his guards.
Well,
I agree.
No one's saying anything about strong arming, you know, and I think that no matter what we do, we should, you know what, Felix, don't worry about it.
Don't get me wrong.
We don't particularly like them.
I was going to say we use tact, but then I realized who I was talking to.
Excuse me. I'm charismatic as fuck.
Oh, hey, I appreciate you guys, and honestly, having learned what I learned yesterday, I appreciate you guys a whole lot more. So let's just get on the road here.
Can I interject? As he says, as Stanwyck says the word tact, almost like a hypnotic word.
You pull your pants down.
Felix is gonna lift his robe up and take a shit wherever he's standing.
No, not in quads.
And at that same time, Iron Hammer is trying to kick the door in. But the door opens in, and we're inside.
Claude this entire time is just staring. Entirely bald, no eyebrows.
And it's now called Claude's Fight Pit.
It's Claude's fight pit. He's got scars that he gave himself. What happened here?
Is there a window in the front, next to the door?
Yeah.
All right, Penelope's going to just go and just jump through it.
What in the fuck? I thought Toad was bad.
Meanwhile, Toad's in the back. What?
Just whistling, cleaning dishes.
Oh, you have some shit to clean up here on the floor. Shut up. I hate you so much.
Are there any other windows in the bar?
Yeah, there's one on each wall.
I throw myself out that one. I wink at Claude first and throw myself out that window.
He doesn't wink back, but after you jump through, he just says to himself, "That's the complete opposite direction."
I backflipped out of it, actually, by the way, with my boots.
Amazing. You're still going the wrong way.
That's fine. Also, I'm going to throw, and because I did blow up his place, I'm going to throw 5 gold through the window to him. After I backflip out.
That'll repair one pain.
You run away, and he says, "That doesn't even cover the window."
I'm just shaking his head, and he's gonna walk out the door like a normal fucking person. Leaving Felix in there straining.
He takes a shit.
Felix politely asked everybody to turn away. He has performance anxiety.
And Top Knot's just standing there. Bye, I guess, for one. And also, I have to clean.
I'm just gonna shit and run.
He's gonna step on it on the way out and just track it.
Fuck you! I know where my poop lays. I've been shitting in the woods for years.
I didn't say you stepped in it unintentionally.
Oh.
Anyway, so we walk out, we leave Claude's establishment. What the fuck?
Leaving Claude's fight pit, you head south until you reach
Magic word.
the what?
Andrew said the magic word.
Tact.
Oh, tact.
Now I know. I'm gonna write it down here, and whenever I need a distraction.
Well, you might as also put down manners, please, thank you. Heading south, the four of you reach the main entrance to the guards barracks, and inside is Janice.
Hey, Janice. It's good to see you again.
Lieutenant, how are you?
I'm good. That was quite a meeting in there this afternoon. I'm not sure if you got notes on it yet, but it seems interesting. Hey, is Bromness in?
He is. Yes, after the meeting, obviously he's been very busy.
I can imagine. Seems to have a lot on his plate. That wasn't... Oh.
No. If you'd like to go see, be my guest. I cannot guarantee that he is not stacked, though.
Yeah, well, I have a couple of his friends here with me, so I figured, a reunion is in order. And they might be able to help out with some of the issues that were presented this afternoon. So what direction is he?
Oh, just go through the same door as when you went to find Captain Silver, but instead take a left instead of going straight.
Awesome. I'll track him down. Thank you, Janice.
Of course.
And I'm going to go through.
She'll give you all nods as you walk through the very thick metal door. Ahead of you, you can see the mess hall, and to the left is a separate hallway leading to different offices. And
I'll head
eventually,
down that way.
you can find one that says Bromness, Gatekeeper underneath his name.
Before I enter, is the door open?
The door's closed.
Okay, I'm just going to knock on it.
I'm gonna also knock on it, but aggressively harder than Sten would knock.
Yeah, you both can knock, and inside you can hear Bromness say, "What? Who? I get no time around here." And the door will swing open. What?
Sorry, sir. I had a couple questions. I brought some friends of yours.
I don't. Felix, Ironhammer,
Hey.
and these two. What are you guys doing here?
Okay.
Can I help you, Lieutenant Bosper?
Oh, yeah, I have the name tag. I forgot I was wearing that. Sir, I met up with this group of individuals a little while back. We actually helped defeat the Astrals in the Hanami Forest. I'm not sure how much was relayed to you regarding that, but we were hoping if it would be within your power, we wanted to continue on our journey. We're actually heading to the Oasis to hopefully finish this astral issue that you guys keep encountering. But we can't get through the portal, so I figured I'd stop to talk to you.
Yes. obviously that is a pretty big news to all of us. But unfortunately, I cannot allow anyone in or out.
I understand security and everything. I absolutely get it. Out of curiosity, sir, are you planning on restocking or sending reinforcements out to the outpost at the Oasis? We haven't heard anything about that outpost, and, well, this group and myself, we've already taken care of the other two.
Roll persuasion.
Can I help with that persuasion?
Can he please? He didn't say anything, though.
Well,
What are you gonna do?
My dick knife, and I'm assuming there's like a table we're talking in front of.
Yeah, he's got a desk.
I'm gonna stick my dick knife into the table, look at him menacingly, like as aggressive as Felix can be.
Am I rolling for intimidation?
That's intimidation, yeah. I mean, if you want to.
Am I rolling with disadvantage?
I don't. I mean, I want to give you advantage, but you just stuck a knife. What's that?
Felix just wants to look as hard as fuck. Like, I mean, we've
Flexing and everything.
Okay. Well, this might work out narratively then. I rolled a natural 1. Maybe that knife into the table is what.
Really pushed you over the edge.
Listen, Lieutenant, I understand your concern. However, this isn't really anything to do with what the fuck as you just stab into the desk. Excuse me, we didn't even say hello yet. What?
Oh, I gave you a hug.
I did not hear that.
You didn't hear the hug.
I did not hear the hug.
I definitely hugged
I heard it.
as soon as he opened the door.
Yep. So then we started talking, and then I'm assuming, just pushed right past me and gave Robinus a hug.
I completely missed that.
Side.
Yeah.
So what is this now?
A knife.
I'm just explaining to you that we've handled Astros before. We can handle them again. I mean, I understand you don't want to let like normal civilians in and out, but we're not normal civilians. We rescued your sheep. We fucking have killed multiple Astrals. Like we're the special unit. Just help a brother out.
Felix, you roll me an intimidation.
Intimidation?
Mm.
All right. 15.
Felix, we have known each other for quite some time. I
mean, like a month.
Hasn't been that long.
longest friend I've ever had.
We've been around each other for a total of 4 days, but yeah.
You guys are not very good at this building rapport thing. You somehow negotiated down.
We like to keep ourselves honest.
You have been a big help to me, and I know you have a mission to finish.
We do. I caught your sheep naked.
Listen.
Where's my mom?
His name's Pom Pom. This is not. I will tell you. This is not coming from me.
Who's it coming from?
I don't want to close. I cannot tell you that. I do not want to close the border.
You can't tell us, or you don't want to tell us.
Yes.
Tell us.
Those are different things. You need to say yes.
He can't tell us, which is convenient because he doesn't want to tell us.
Ooh. Well, I didn't think of it that way. Tell us.
Can I cast Charm Person?
Oh, that this escalated.
He does it.
Yeah. What do I need to roll?
Fucking hell.
I have no fucking idea. Give me a second.
It's a saving throw, either charisma or
I
wisdom.
think it's a save on your charisma, but
I was just gonna try and backflip to intimidate him.
While this is happening, I'm going to. I'm going to wait to see if I even notice that he's doing this.
You do. It's verbal.
Oh, is it?
they make
Yeah.
a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, where we're not. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the end of the spell, or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. I guess roll charisma saving throw.
We just lost the only friend we had in this city.
Felix, what do you say to try to charm him?
I'm just trying to convince them to let us go through the portal. I don't want anything more than just passage through the portal.
Well, see, the thing is,
I don't want to come back into the city. I just want to leave.
Yeah, exactly. You start the verbal component of the spell, and your voice goes out. As you can see, Brobness's eyes swirl a bluish color, and
I take a step back. What the fuck?
you stop speaking. Your spell is done.
Oh?
Guys, what's going on?
If somebody would like to, if you want to roll a wisdom check.
Can I roll that?
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, what you guys realize is Bromness just counterspelled you.
I don't know anything about magic, but
Motherfucker.
What he says to you, Felix? I always admired your off the wall gumption. It's funny you even tried that on me. Nobody's done that in a while. I
guess now our only choice is to kick the shit out of him.
whoa!
I will not. I will not stand for that again. I will not tell you twice. But I will turn an eye.
So you're going to let our group leave the city?
This one time. Do not try to come back.
I'm gonna pat him on the belly and blow him a kiss.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Sir, I am so sorry. It was my understanding prior to us coming in here that we were. So is it like a pass that you get, like a piece of paper?
I will follow your group to the portal hub and let you depart whichever one you may take. But that's it.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Felix, did you already walk out?
I patted him on the belly and walked out. And as it goes unsaid, Tank 2 has been following me the whole time.
Right. If you didn't already, he pulls the dick knife out of the table and throws it at the wall.
Can I catch it?
You've already walked out of the room.
Yeah, no, he
I'll grab it on my way out.
He throws it at the wall. Tell him to take that.
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna wrestle it through.
He will exit his office, closing his door behind him, and will lead you all up to the portal hub. On the way, he tells Janice no visitors for the rest of the day. Up top, there are half a dozen guards.
Janice now his secretary?
She is now.
Bromness, before we go, since we're not going to be allowed to come back, these guys' little friend, Topknot, he lives up here still. Is there any way that we can be just in communication with him just to make sure that he's okay and that way he knows that we're okay? I don't know, just like a, I don't know. I don't really understand magic, but is there a magical way that we can, is there anything that you can give us to assist us with that? I know I'm asking for a whole lot. It's just, I think it would be in everyone's, best for everyone's peace of mind.
Persuasion, please.
17.
He will grumble a bit as he huffs and puffs up the very large staircase. I have not been asked for more than by this group, but he will reach into his cloak and pull out a light gray, smooth stone and hand it to you. I will get the other one to the halfling. Do not tell anybody I gave this to you.
Of course.
With this, you can communicate back and forth with Top Knot. You're lucky that he's a good one.
Is this like a scrying spell, or is this like
Sending, like a sending stone? That's what I was saying.
This,
Right.
yes, this is a sending stone.
okay?
Thank you, sir, and I assure you, once we take care of your issue at the Oasis and all of this is over, it's going to be worth it.
I sure hope so.
Thank you. The rest of you ready to go?
Ready.
Before I jump through the portal, Felix is gonna give Brahmanas a kiss on the cheek.
You're
To learn consent.
really pushing it, my dude.
My dude.
He'll give you a punch on the shoulder, and you can reach the landing zone. And around you, you see the 3 portals as well as 6 guards. Brahmanas will address all of them and tell them to turn around for a few moments. You guys are still on the steps. If you have anything you'd like to discuss, if not, the desert to the Oasis would be to your left.
I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm just going to walk right in.
Same.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming that I jumped in first.
Oh,
Because
that's true. After your goodbye to Brahmanas.
Brahmanas a kiss on the cheek and then jump in.
All right. The 4 of you enter into the swirling brownish yellow portal, and you come out just as you would expect, the middle of nowhere in a desert, surrounded by a few trees, similar to the forests you would have been in previously.
We did not prepare for this at all. I did not refill my water. I did not make sure to wear clothes that worked in the desert.
All clothes work in the desert.
This armor is very
I'm
warm.
literally wearing a fucking Yeti coat.
Oh yeah, not for long. Shit. Looking around, do I see anything?
It's a +2 to my AC.
No, Stem, you see nothing besides sand and sky.
Shit. Have any signs of anything? A sign of a road or a passageway of some sort that looks like, I don't know. Anything, it doesn't even have to be an actual trail, just something that looks like a route that someone would take.
Oh, no.
There's a portal in the middle of the desert.
If you can roll me perception, because that's kind of what you're doing.
Or survival?
Either one. Doesn't matter, yeah. You're just looking around.
Oh, it matters to me. 23.
No, this...
Oh, I was going to say, because this is what Stenwick is decent at, is tracking.
Yeah, visually, it's a barren wasteland just around you. You have no clue where you landed. However, after a few minutes of trying to find any kind of life, you hear a soft melody being played up north, straight ahead.
Do you guys hear that? Beautiful.
You can all once he mentions it, you all can start hearing this very soft, almost sounds like like some kind of woodwind.
I am suspicious immediately.
I'm gonna start walking that way.
Nothing's more suspicious than a flute.
I agree.
Are there dunes or anything near us so we can get a better vantage point?
Yeah. Right now, you guys are actually in like the lowlands. Well, with your survival check, I'll tell you. Since I already said there's trees, you can tell you're probably closer to the forest than you are to the middle of the desert.
So it's not like sandy.
It's not until you walk a mile or so north,
Okay.
and then you
Gotcha.
you hit the dunes.
Why would they place the portal here? It doesn't make any sense.
Are there any insects around us?
Yeah, like flies and I guess scorpions.
So there's scorpions, right?
Yes,
Animals.
yes, there are scorpions.
All right, I'm gonna cast. Actually, fuck that. I'm just gonna turn into a. I'm gonna use beak shape and turn into a. I don't know, something big. Fuck it, giant monkeys. Just the thing that comes to my mind. I'm gonna turn into a giant monkey and like have all my companions get on my back, and I'm gonna carry all my homies towards like.
How big are you? Also, why not a camel or an eagle or a vulture?
Because can you?
Camel.
I have a 6 foot 6'3" human, a dwarf, and I'd say probably if you're normal size medieval times 5'8" human. And that's even a tall.
5'8". 5'8".
5'8" is tall for medieval time.
This isn't medieval times. This is fantasy.
Okay, so
This is
5'10".
5'8".
This shit magic.
Are you really large enough and strong enough to carry all of us through the
I'm a
desert?
giant fucking ape.
You're like King Kong?
Yeah.
No, don't say yeah.
Fuck you, yeah.
You don't make that distinction. You are 15 foot tall.
Yeah.
Not big enough to carry all of us.
That ain't no King Kong.
Probably not.
As
You can carry me at least because I'm
Intimidating,
your buddy.
though.
I'm your buddy.
I don't think anyone's gonna mess with us.
Scorpions, though?
yeah,
Can you see anything more now that you have such a high compared to what we could see from being 2 feet tall?
as Stenwick and Felix are arguing if Ironhammer
goes
or
the-
Penelope wants to roll an investigation.
There goes the element of surprise.
I got a 14.
Ironhammer through the sand. You can see the movement of more trees up ahead. Penelope, what you see in addition to these trees, with your check, is you can also see water, as well as movement of large creatures up ahead. Just another few miles up ahead.
Can I make out the shapes of the creatures?
I'll say they are four-legged.
And they're approaching us, or are they just moving?
They are moving, but they're not going in a certain direction, I'll say. They're just kind of hanging out around that area. And the melody is getting louder as you approach that area.
Hey guys, I see where that music is coming from. There's some trees. It looks like water. I think that there's some creatures up there or something that's there. I don't know if we want to keep heading that direction, like straight at it, or what you guys think.
It's from the direction of the music.
Yeah.
Can I turn back into Felix and cast Commune with Nature?
Sure.
Can I ask Nature where I need to go to find town? So you briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. In caves and other natural underground dwellings, the radius was limited to 300 feet. The spell doesn't function when nature has been replaced with constructions such as dungeons and towns. But like, as long as town is within 3 miles of me, I should know that town is within 3 miles of me.
Is it any kind of life, or is it specifically like a town or a city?
It literally just says commune with nature. You become
You can
one
walk
with
up to the
nature.
tree, and it could be like a feeling that a thing is
be
this certain.
just, I'm talking to the sand. As long as it's not a man-made function or an underground entity.
Yeah,
I'm talking to the fucking sand at this point.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can cast commune with nature, and every single grain of sand starts talking to you. Felix. You now have millions of particles of sand in your head.
Okay. Does it tell me anything interesting?
Ooh, what would you like to know? We've been here for millions of years.
Oh, no. I don't like them already.
We're going to be here for a while.
Is there a town within 3 miles from here?
Not a town, but there is something up ahead.
What is this something?
A person.
Is he a nice person?
Don't ask me. I'm sand. I don't process those feelings.
Is this each individual grain of sand? Or is the sand just one entity?
It's just one entity at this point. The entire desert.
There's thousands of little voices.
Derek didn't want to do them all.
It's like member berries. They all have their own.
So how far away is this person?
It's just up ahead. Just a few more miles.
Okay, so they're obviously within 3 miles, but like, are they stationary or are they moving?
They are stationary. That is their home.
That's their home. All right, I'm gonna say, all right, boys, it's time to not up or shut up. And I'm gonna start heading in the direction of the person.
I don't understand. You talk to the ground, and now we're walking toward the music again?
Is the music the person they were referring to?
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about? What is happening?
Was that the sand saying that, or was that you saying?
Both.
He is nature. He is the essence of this world. That was actually Felix talking to the DM. Okay. Well, I still think we should be smart about this. Maybe spread out a little bit, see what vantage points we can gather along the way. I don't know. Does it look like there's any cover in between where we are and where we're going? Trees, large rocks.
Away, he's gonna hold up his middle finger like at the end of the Breakfast Club, where the dude holds up his fist, but Felix is holding up his middle finger as he walks away.
To the sand?
No, to Stenwick.
Oh.
The sand doesn't know that.
Yeah. if you guys would like to travel for 2.5 miles, just straight north, there are a few very large rocks if you like to hide behind.
Just use them to our advantage. You know, anything pops off, we can use it as cover. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Felix is just walking.
Felix is just walking.
I am covering Felix.
If Felix
someone has to.
a jaunty tune, he is doing such jaunty tune.
You're just listening to the music and adding an extra
just whistling
beatboxing to the.
It's a very it's not super jaunty, but
It's discordant.
It's an earworm, and it gets louder and louder as you approach. Depending on how close you get, what you can see, all of you, is a single building sat behind a clear pond with multiple palm trees surrounding this area.
Seems like an oasis to me.
And off to the side are a couple of stone ruins with giant lizards with a single person tending to them, wearing a full black cloak, hood up, and you can hear the melody coming from them.
Whoa, hey, hold up. You guys all see that? How do we want to proceed here? Does Felix Felix walks right up to him. We're all... So I like to imagine that while the rest of us are figuring the plan out, we look up and see Felix is already just about there.
hand up, just, how's it going, stranger?
Dead.
Shot immediately.
I'm immediately.
Get off my land!
How far is he from us?
About 100 feet.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I want to try to do this as sneakily as possible, but I want to dash at the same time to get to whatever cover is close.
Are we not in the desert?
Right, but there's I imagine the Badlands or something. You know,
Is it like the Badlands? Or are we just coming up to him in an empty sea of sand?
I didn't think that it was that.
No, yeah, there are large.
I've been imagining Tatooine.
Oh, see, I was thinking that the portal would have been completely submerged by sand if everything was sand.
Yeah,
I was thinking it was rocks and a wasteland, like Utah or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the desert and Tremors. Just desert and then big rocks. And then more desert and then big rocks.
Yeah, kind of. I was thinking more along those, more along those lines.
So if whoever wants to duck behind before this figure turns around, you can.
I'm going to do that, but somewhere within range where I'm close enough to fire a shot without hitting Felix.
So, Felix, you are closing in. You're probably about 20 to 30 feet away from this figure as they turn around. Like I said, completely cloaked, hooded. All they do is just turn around and look at you.
Is this the figure right here?
Yeah, that's Master Chief.
Okay, so that's the figure.
Yeah, Master Chief in a cloak.
Holy shit! I didn't realize it.
Yeah, he's got a gun.
My screen, I have to be
God, he got so big.
% zoom.
It
Literally is Master Chief. So are these
It's all to scale.
aliens here?
Those are the giant lizards.
Oh,
Would you like to stop walking? Would you like to stop walking?
There's the scale. There's the scale.
Okay.
Lizards are bigger than he is.
That's Master Chief riding a
They're
lizard.
giant lizards.
Yeah, but giant lizards.
Lizards you can ride.
So I guess from
Stop
there,
moving them around.
what everyone else wants to do, but I'm not stealthing at all.
I'm just hidden, and if something goes off, I'm gonna try to keep you covered. But
Same.
so actually, if I can, if like I know that we're not in any kind of action economy, but I'd like to like prep all my stuff so in the event something happens, that like I'm holding my attack action.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Felix.
Is he just glowing now?
Depends,
Out of the desert.
depends on how you want to flavor it, but you get +2 to your AC.
So I have another +2 to my AC.
Yeah, so a shimmering field, you are glowing. A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range. And yeah, you get a +2 bonus to your AC
Nice.
while I'm concentrating on it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just in case.
So Felix, what do you say to this person?
I'm just gonna, throw my hand up, say, in common, how's it going there, fine sir?
This figure will whip around, and seeing the shimmering around you, will tense up.
Fall to his knees and pray.
Does the music stop?
The music stops when he turns around, and its arms will tense up to its side.
Do I notice any kind of instrument, or?
No, you can't see anything. Its face is completely covered. It does not respond.
Alex, is he close to me? I imagine you're close. It looks like you're close. Hey, you're not ranged, right?
I do have a crossbow.
You can throw a sword for miles. That's pretty ranged.
Felix is carrying the most destructive ranged weapon that we have, but...
Well, here's why I ask. I want you to be my eyes just to our left side here. If anything moves, shout it out to me. Well, call it out to me. I'm going to keep an eye on Felix and this guy, but, just in case anything moves in the trees or near the house there, 2 sets of eyes are better than one.
Gotcha.
Just keep an eye open.
Keep an eye out.
Felix, do you say anything else?
I'm going to ask him if he understands my language. Do you speak my language?
Do you speak my language?
I was hoping someone would get that fucking reference.
He just smiled and gave you a Vegemite sandwich.
The figure will look at you, point towards the rock, and say,
To the rock.
Dwayne Johnson.
"Oh no, it's Scorpion King. He's back. How would you put the shield down?"
I did talk like
So we have a Cajun accent.
By you.
Put the shield down.
I'm going to look around myself and notice that I'm glowing and say, I didn't do this. So,
Yeah, I know you didn't.
I'm just sweating nervously behind him.
You best explain why you're here.
I'm gonna go into the explanation that I hunt astrals. I'm a astral, and I was sent here by the royal decree of King DuPont to check out the Oasis, and if this is the Oasis, then I'm checking it out. And if you have had any trouble with astrals, then I would like to know about it.
Do I hear this?
Yeah. Felix, if you could roll me a persuasion.
Absolutely.
I'm also putting my weapon away and I'm about to come out.
Okay.
Because he just talked about DuPont.
14.
Now, son, that was a whole lot of gobbledygook. I'm sorry for even asking. Don't give a shit. You need a lizard or not?
Do I need a lizard?
You need a lizard? You here for a lizard?
I can turn into a lizard and I can talk to your lizards. So your services are mute.
Okay, I'm coming out.
Well, then you best get the hell out of here. I knew there were more of you.
Hello, friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure. My companion here must have been confused. As you can tell by my armor, I'm from Cirrus. We're actually looking for where the outpost is located here. Are you aware of where that may be?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You sure you going there?
Yep. Yeah.
You
yep.
sure?
Well, what's happening there?
The
We weren't
entire
really told a whole lot.
the entire time he's just eyeing you guys up and down.
As
The
you guys,
reinforcements.
you mean me and Stenwick, or
Yeah, the only two that have shown up so far.
okay?
You two don't look like the outpost types. I should say.
Huh. Well, I mean, we were just at Hanami. Have you ever been there?
Nope. Don't care. Listen, if you're trying to get to the outpost, I could help you with that, actually. Yeah, name's Ezekiel.
Quick, Ezekiel, it's nice to meet you. And in what way can you help us? Does it have anything to do with those large creatures of yours?
It does. But first, how about you help me?
It's where if you start asking me questions about iguanas and you are just going to go back in your house and write them down, you know what? It's fine. Yes. In what way can we assist you?
You see, I'm dealing with the little bit of a nuisance. Penelope and Ironhammer. Can you guys roll me perceptions?
That would be a perception. 19.
I roll 8.
You guys are still behind the rock, looking around, and Penelope, it comes a little slow for you, but sooner than the other guys. But Ironhammer, you first notice there is a huge rolling sandstorm coming towards you in just a few moments.
Oh.
You see, yeah, there is something tormenting me and my lizards past couple weeks. Can't figure out what it is, who it is. But, if you don't mind taking care of them.
Related to what happened at the outpost? You seem kind of apprehensive of there.
Nothing to do with the outpost. Purely me. Don't give a shit what happens at the outpost.
Fair enough.
If you'd be willing to do this for me, though, I will give you as much information and allow you to bomb my lizards.
So you just want us to, what exactly? Track down this thing tormenting you and make it stop?
Yes. Yeah, stop is a word. Yeah. If you, well, I mean, it's coming in right now, isn't it? And
Who's going to yell, I'm in, and jump on the back of the closest lizard?
yeah, you can jump on, and a huge sandstorm immediately buffets all of you. Felix, you are knocked off the lizard.
Jesus.
Oh, Christ.
Would somebody like to roll a perception?
I got a 14.
I got a 2 minus 1.
Oh my God.
Man, you're really distracted.
Yeah, Penelope, you are immediately blinded by the sand until the storm subsides. Ironhammer, you saw this storm coming. And what you also noticed were skinny, tiny shadows
Fucking Christ.
within the storm.
Skinny, tiny shadows within the storm.
And after a few minutes, the storm will subside.
Jesus, man. You wouldn't even invite us in? We just were going to stand out here in the storm?
I needed a way to show you what I got to deal with almost every damn day.
What do you want us to do? Fight it? You want us to fight the
storm.
fight the storm?
There's something.
I punched the sand.
There's something in there. I'm telling you.
Sand, by the looks of it, by the feel of it, sand.
Yeah, there is something in there.
I'm sorry.
I guess I'll walk out as well and be like, "Hey guys, there's in there."
You saw it too. The creatures inside.
Yeah, those little shadowy bitches.
I've been dealing with this every goddamn day. They come here. I have to herd the lizards. If you would help me take care of that, I will help you get to the outpost.
What time is it right now?
4 or 5 p.m.
Deal with it in what way?
It's simple. We kill the sand.
Well, but you said there's these things in there. Have they interacted with you? Is it just the storm that's bothering you, or are these creatures attacking your lizards? Have you actually seen them outside of shadows? Like, what are we working with here?
I have seen these creatures in the sand. They are attacking me. I know it. Listen, I'll tell you, I found a few months ago some ruins to the east.
So you think that's where this is originating from, is in those ruins?
They got to be.
Okay. How far is that from here?
A couple dozen miles to the east. I'll let you take the lizards to investigate, but I'm sure you'll find them there.
Well, we can leave first light if you give us a place to stay for the evening. We got a long journey ahead of us, and we have a long one behind us, and even a long one ahead of us. So.
Of course. Yes. I'll find something to make for tonight. Please help yourself to the water. I have beds inside.
We can leave it first light, and while we're waiting for the sun to go down, you can fill us in on whatever else you know about these creatures.
Of course. And he will lead the four of you inside to his home, which is pretty much just a small hut again. But he will tell you to make yourselves home as he removes his cloak and mask as you see a heavily tanned and leathered lizard folk